You really want to start the story from the beginning? You asked for it. There are moments when life does not forgive. She looks you straight in the eyes and she slams you to the ground with a jab on the mug. Sometimes you have the strength to get up. Other times, you just want to forget. Like when you're forced to say goodbye to an old pal. Poor Mackenzie. He was always ready to offer me a drink. After what happened to him, I'll have another drink in his honor. There was a time when I only needed 6 good reasons to clean up the whole city. Tonight, instead, the only thing I'll be cleaning up is this glass. Or 2. Or 3. Or 4.
Come back when you have the money.
My hero! Do you want to cheer up with my candies?
Candy Bob, I barely disposed of the sticky junk you gave me earlier.
Oh, you thought of me!
Yeah, I always think how to get rid of you.
So, will you accept my unteenth fudgy offer?
Only if you don't chase after me armed with a candy cane this time.
Did you know the globby globby reflect my love for you? When they get sticky on you, they will never come off.
The same goes for you, Candy. I hate this city. I hate this neighborhood. The only place I can find solace is my office. There's a stranger in my office, and he seems to be dangerous. I have to show him who's in charge. Maybe I can use one of my inventory items on him. I really hope all this seems logical. No, I've got to find a way to intimidate that guy. No, I've got to find a way to intimidate that guy. I wouldn't know what to tell him, but I might know what to do to him. He seems like a crazy person. I have to show him who's in charge.
Oh, good evening. You're finally here. Your cactus was making me feel uncomfortable, Mr. Gallo.
Detective Gallo.
I'll tell you everything if you stop pointing that gun at me.
Do you think that's easy with all this sticky sugar on my hands?
My name's Phil Cloro. I was waiting for you.
You have no appointment, and the door was locked.
Actually, you have no secretary, and the door was open. All my beloved, majestic plants. They were absolutely perfect, and a second later, butchered. How beautiful they were! Your cactus in comparison...
My cactus is none of your business. All right, I accept the case.
You are a true professional.
Rule number 1 of Gallo. Be competent, critical and careful. The famous 3 C's of Gallo.
Sure, here's a generous advance. The crime scene is at 8 Rhododendron Road. I'll wait for your arrival.
I'll come with the speed of the law, slow and unrelenting. A rich and kind person, but completely out of his mind. We've got to go. Duty calls, Thorn. But first I need to lock my office. Ah, if I remember correctly, the key is hidden behind your cardboard cutout. You've got to be even sharper than the prickly pear. Nobody will ever try to test my patience. Or my revolver. I'm once again master of my own office. Now I can leave. It'd be a good idea if it didn't jeopardize the balance of my desk. It doesn't turn off. It's a continuous consumption model. Every time I want to turn off the light, I have to contact the electric company. I should admit, I don't know how to use it, but I prefer to say I don't like using it. Here's the advantage of never locking anything. Lose time filing paperwork? I'm a bird of action. Rule number 303 of Gallo. Collect even what you don't know the use for, except for grandfather clocks. Since yesterday, there's been a heavy smell in the office, but I can't open it. Not now. I have things to do. And I can't do that. It would make the crack on the wall even more visible. I'll take only one. I prefer leaving the others there for the time being. I prefer to leave it closed for now. Rule number 304 of Gallo. If you have to collect something, start with your ideas. I can leave my office. I'd better hurry. I'm not interested in feeling shocked. Ah, nothing is comparable to the stench of my office. Rule number 70 of Gallo. There's always a good reason to post a sticky note. The problem is knowing which one. Rule number 70 of Gallo. It could stay there unnoticed for centuries. It could stay there unnoticed for centuries. My warm welcome to those who walk through my door. Literally indestructible. The best grand I've ever spent. The only grand. I bought them as furniture and to intimidate unwanted visitors. Before we had the cardboard cutout idea, I mean. One day I'll have to investigate how that thing can still be hanging. I can't decide if staring at it makes me nervous or relaxed. Rule number 561 of Gallo. There's no insurmountable problem if the chair in your office is comfortable. This is the exit for any pain in the ass. One of the few things which actually work in this office. My dear old interrogation lamp. How many nights we've spent together. How many expensive bills. The quintessence of functionality. Bad purchase. I don't care for plants. Yeah, except for you, Thorn. Cactuses like you don't need anyone for anything. I can leave my office. I'd better hurry. I've always desired a mahogany desk, and I still desire it. I watered Thorn's cutout a month ago, but the puddle hasn't dried yet. Take back what I expelled? No thanks. Especially since I haven't got a bathroom in my office. The cardboard cutout of my assistant, Thorn. Just threatening enough. My warm welcome. It's an outlet that was attached to something old, it seems. Rule number 70 of Gallo. There's always a good reason to post a sticky note. The problem is knowing which one. An empty piece of paper. It'd best collect dust in my pocket. In this cold and technological world, here's the charm of an antediluvian artifact. Rule number 70 of Gallo. An empty... I can leave my office. I'd better hurry. I already thought about it, and I already ruled it out. I don't believe in the butterfly effect. I already thought about it. Is it just me, or am I not the owner of my actions anymore? I don't understand where I get such ideas. Rule number 89 of Gallo. Don't you. It won't work. I know. The payphone is more romantic, but this is more comfortable. I'm a lonely investigator, so I intend to stay. For now. I'm a lonely... I don't believe it. That'd be... If the world goes... Why should I? I don't understand. Why No. If I mailed it like this, I would end up sticking the envelope to the mailbox. I can leave my actions like this are more... I don't believe... That'd be... I don't understand. It won't work. Rule number 88. Actions like this are... Rule number 88 of Gallo. Is it just me? When I use this, it'll be a memorable moment. Actions like this are more stupid than... I'm once again master of my own office. The generous advance of my client will cover all the normal costs and the not normal costs. Sticky junk food made of sugar, that damn candy lady. Sticky junk food made of sugar, that damn candy lady gave me those by force. Big and bad, my best friend. It would be a wasted shot. I can leave my office. I'd better hurry. Not even my best friend can scratch this armored beauty. It won't work. This key only locks and unlocks the door of my office. Literally indestructible. The best grand I've ever spent. The only grand. Once I read that trying random action. First I have to collect it. Rule number 70 of Gallo. An empty piece. If the world goes round, it's not because of brain snaps like this. My friend has 6 shots, and I have very little patience. It's an idiotic action, and I am not an idiot. I can leave my office. I don't understand. Is it just me? No, I'm too attached to it. I don't understand. That'd be too absurd even for Thorn. If the world goes round. Once I read that trying... I hate the smell of this neighborhood. I can leave my office. If the world goes round. Actions like this. Rule number 80. I can click twice on the red arrow when I want to hurry, which is most of the time. Done. I've locked the door. I'm always a man of my word. To myself. Hello?
Hey, Gallo. I'm your informant.
I know who you are. I'd recognize your voice in 1,000.
Information of the day. The armored truck will pass by tonight, disguised as a florist's van.
I pay you to tell me useful things, not to waste my time.
You don't pay me at all, but I'm doing this for professional ethics.
Crime doesn't wait. I'll call you back as soon as possible. Pain in the ass. I must get to the crime scene in 8 Rhododendron Road, or my name isn't Gallo anymore.
Yes?
I'm Detective Gallo.
You came earlier than expected.
I hate people who are bigger sticklers than me. There must be at least one important clue. I have to find it.
My treasures killed without mercy. You must find the killer and make him pay. With your experience and professionalism, you'll surely succeed.
Don't you worry, Mr. Chloro. Thorn, don't you detect a strange, pungent odor as well?
Are you talking to your cactus?
The culprit must be very smart.
Now you congratulate a crazy killer?
I value work well done. In such cases, I can count on my Gallo sense. I just need to press the space bar, whatever it means. I must remember that I can click on the icon of the notebook to consult the actual goal at any time, and to read your suggestions, Thorn. I wonder why I always do this out loud. A beautiful piece of furniture.
Of course, it's a mausoleum massivum.
Apparently soft.
And now, who am I going to talk to on those endless afternoons?
Dunno. Dunno. Who knows? Whatever. It speaks for itself. I never liked plants that are smaller than me. Yeah, except for you, Thorn. Cactuses like you don't need anyone for anything.
It's a tragic tragedy.
It seems to be made of ceramic.
It is made of ceramic.
It portrays a vine.
My Rampantus obstarterus.
It portrays a small plant.
Aminorata minus, to be exact.
It portrays a big tree.
Don't you diminish the Mastodonticus not by chancem.
It portrays a flower.
Are you talking about the Petalius loves me notus?
It portrays a tall tree.
You bet! It's an Everestum vertiginosum.
To reach plants too high or too far.
I've lost my most precious treasures, except for my diamonds and my jewels.
Peculiar. Must be expensive.
My little treasures were way more expensive.
May I?
If you need it for the investigation. Do you want to go through my pockets? I have nothing to hide, Detective Gallo.
Okay, I trust you. No, it's too tall. No, too square. No, too big. No, too small. It'd look great in my office.
Except that I would never give it to you.
I can't see any reason. That vase could be useful. It's too late for this bonsai anyway.
Don't you offend the memory of my trapezium dwarfus.
Somebody took a shot at being a killer in Phil Chloro's mansion.
You can't move it.
Oh no?
No.
And who's going to stand in my way?
The sofa is rooted to the floor. It's one with the single body of my vegetable mansion.
Handy when it's time to do spring cleaning. Why should I take unidentified evidence with me? Why should I take Somebody has already used it, once too often. Why?
What a disgrace!
Why should I take Why should I take...
I've lost my most precious treasures, except for my diamonds and my jewels.
Not yet. First I have to find all the clues that could be useful to my investigation.
And now, who am I going to talk to on those endless afternoons?
Peculiar.
My violet ultra-purpulous has seen its last sunrise.
Damn. A beautiful piece of furniture.
Of course, it's a mausoleum massivum. You can't move it.
To take the Apparently, I prefer to...
I thank you on... It's a tragic tragedy. It's a tragic tragedy.
No. I want to use it like you would a real golf club.
A terrible slaughter. It's a tragic
Easy
tragedy.
breezy. Here's a useful clue. There's something written on it. And it's too small to read it. Well, I'm done here. For now.
Already done? Have you found who the killer is?
You won't believe it. But... no. Not yet.
See you soon, Detective Gallo. You're a true professional.
I must find out what's written on the shell casing, so I'll have a lead to follow.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
Same as usual. The city keeps claiming innocent victims. Vegetables this time.
Damn.
Listen, I have to enlarge the writing on a shell casing.
You could use my microscope.
Okay, will you loan it to me?
I lent it to you years ago and you still keep it in your safe. It's like I've lost it forever.
Rule number 17 of Gallo. Don't throw... Damn, what was rule number 17?
Good luck, Gallo.
Yes?
I'm Detective Gallo. This key only locks and unlocks. I don't believe it. If the world goes wrong... If the world... Once I read the triangle... Why should... That'd be too absurd. Rule number 88 of Gallo. Once I... That'd... If the world... Action... If the world... I already... It's an idiotic actions... Rule number 88 of... I don't... That'd be... I don't... Rule... Rule... It won't... Why Once... It's... Why Why should... Small-sized, but tough. It reminds me of someone. I can't. It's electronically shut. I think it's the most civil way to get in, but also the most trivial.
Yeah?
I'm Detective Gallo. Before there was a community cycle lane, this street was called Road Mode Road. No, I'd put the city into chaos. That's the way back to the Knives District. No, I'd put the city into chaos. Rule number 89. If the world goes... Maybe I should say it's charming, but I'm not that sensitive. I hate plants if they're not succulents or useful to my investigation. Other suggestions are accepted. If the world goes... Never driven it. And I don't think this will be my first time. I don't think I'm interested in what it's carrying. Rule number 136 of Gallo. The more camouflage the mansions try to be, the more they actually stand out. If I need a perfect hideout, I'll think about it. Rule number 135 of Gallo. The more expensive the mansions, the more they're robbed. In another life, maybe. Rule number 134 of Gallo. Do not covet thy neighbor's mansion. I wish, but I can't. This cab has been here since the Jurassic. Since I've never seen this cab around before, the tank should be full, or empty, for the same reason. Sealed. It seems to be unavailable, indefinitely. I don't understand where I get... Other suggestions? I don't believe in them. I already thought of... So many people are looking for a job. So many people are looking for a job these days. And whoever actually finds one ends up relaxing too much. He's actually making me feel sleepy. In your line of work, you see many faces, questionable or not, I suppose. I'm interested in who's not. It seems to be unavailable indefinitely. Never driven. No, I'd put the city into chaos. Going down the street, you get to Rhododendron Road, the district of the rich people and the muggers. An antiquated system which keep its charm intact. I must have something to send, and someone to send something to. The work will finish, sooner or later. I don't want to move it. This paint smells of paint. Maybe I can use it to paint the bathroom when I have one. The work will finish. The Knife and the Cleaver is the most popular disco club in the city. Another reason to keep away from it. When I retire, and hang my revolver on the wall, and decide to open a club, only then would I steal this sign in the face of the barista. I don't believe it. Is it just me, or am I not the owner? Why I don't know. I already once I... Rule number 8. It's an idiotic act. Once I read it. Actually, that'd be an antiquated system which keep its charm intact. I must have something to send, and someone to send something to. Why? I don't believe in them. A behemoth fond of sugary junk food. Typical cuisine. Specialty, red meat with dried blood. I prefer eating the food more than reading about it. The range of revolting junk food. The usual lunch reserved for rats and bums. I'm not doing that bad. Not yet, at least. The containers for the worst atrocities of the neighborhood. I'll try that, only when I don't have anything else better to do. The Knives District, in name and in essence. No, I'd put the city into chaos. 3 of a kind. Pokeristic. They're old and blunt. I don't take second-rate stuff. Here's where the most treasured things are lost in the silliest ways. With my bare hands? The message says, Gangster Dry Cleaning, where we clean up your soaked-in stains. Every day they come up with something new. I hate the catchphrase commercials. To reach plants. It's an idiotic action. It would take an instrument with some kind of leverage to open it. Another suggestion. If the world goes... Another suggestion. No, I'd put the city into chaos. No. This way takes you to Bloodletting Square, the district of the Leeches, otherwise called Traitors. Candy Bob, hopelessly in love with me, cynically unreturned. Listen.
So, did you decide?
I'd like something very sweet.
The candied chocolate meringue is the sweetest sweet I have.
I really advise against it. Listen to me.
I'm not sure I'd like it.
So try the Triumph of the 5 Sugars, a specialty of the house.
Wouldn't it be too sweet?
Yes.
No?
I'm not sure. I need to think about it a little more.
Listen.
So,
I'm not sure.
Since she has a customer, I surely won't draw her attention. Yours truly in photo. I can't stand to be among this crap. Since she has a customer, I surely won't draw her attention. If I own something, I don't do gifts. Eventually, I barter. After what happened, I want to stay away from it. I don't believe in the butter. Why should I? The symbol of laziness. Ready to hold any drink. There's a reason I don't even use the chair in my office. From here, I go back to my office neighborhood, the only reasonable place in this crazy world. No. Wooden legs, adhesive patches, magnetic hooks. A perfect money-eating machine for wannabe pirates. To make it work, I should insert a coin, or use other methods. Rule number 122 of Gallo. Never trust kids that look all right. Hello, little one.
Being a tad taller doesn't entitle you to treat me like a fool.
Have you got a purpose for your lonely existence, or are you just an insolent good-for-nothing?
Of course. I'm trying to rob this pirate gadget vending machine. As soon as I find a way to do that, I'll go storm the entire world.
You have a loose tongue, brat.
The world forces you to grow up fast. You don't even have time to change your pacifier, and you're out of a job. Everyone thinks a newborn can't be a part of adult society.
They're right.
They underestimate me, though. I have a lot of innate qualities. I can paint very well, for example.
Boy, what a rebel talent.
If only I had the opportunity, I'd subvert the established order.
Now you're going too far.
This world doesn't leave any space for the young. And for the very young like me, I foresee very tough times.
We'll meet again.
I hope not.
I need something even more specific and powerful. Once I read... Not without a good reason. The generous advance... It only takes coins, but I have banknotes. I already thought about it. Why should... No, thanks. I already have my own tears. I find really cynical to drink other people's tears. A rare example of postmodern sculpture that makes great use of the taxpayers' tears. This city has many problems, but a lack of signage isn't one of them. No, I'd put the... They're just needed for show. No, they're all fake. Rule number 5891 of Gallo. Sometimes, to feel indescribable emotions, you just have to stick your hands into a hole. I found a candle for cakes, or perhaps I should say, the mouse hole chandelier. This way, you can reach the Aqueduct District. No, I'd put... It's the contents I find interesting. I don't have any use for the building. It's the contents I find interesting. The Temple of Speculation. Good evening. Are you...
The best-stocked wholesaler in the city. Precisely.
It's already hot. I can cook what I want. Rule number 823 of Gallo. If the taste is good, it's because of the steak. If it's bad, it's because of the barbecue. Nice. A very bizarre mix, but always better than a kitchen club. Light and sharp. Excuse me, I'd like...
To buy everything in here without paying cash. Don't worry. We give credit to those who have a generous advance like yours.
But how did you...
I have a nose for my clients' needs. It's a matter of professionalism and experience. This fork and knife set belong to Jean Paulet, the famous French chef.
It belonged to the notorious Stephen C. Gallo. It seems soft and handy.
And with high-quality bristles, perfect for every type of paint.
Rule number 56 of Gallo. Better bristle up your crest than wear fake hair. strong, but too heavy for my liking. For sports, I mean.
No, that item is not for sale.
Why not?
It's the only item belonging to my personal collection. That bag belonged to John Gallo.
My namesake, even. An old spring model that looks unbearable even when it isn't ringing. Really tacky.
It was found by Special Agent Chick Mulder.
Of course, I want to believe. I absolutely don't want it. Low-quality purges for strong stomachs. Going from prohibition to permissivism? Never. Who would ever want a smiling plush head with goo-goo eyes? I still don't have a sense of the macabre. I wonder how much money it contains. No small amount, I suppose. For those who love pretending to have traveled to the world's end, these seem so fragile as to be useless. It seems to be fall. It seems this shop is open, always. The wholesaler needs it more than me. It's nice. It looks so frail.
It cost me more than this whole store. If you so much as try to touch it, I'll eliminate your very name from the face of the earth.
I can't shoot at everything just for fun. I'm on duty, after all. I don't understand. Rule number 89. Unconventional, but effective use of the barbecue. Wax on. Beeswax. Melted. It's too hot. It smells like paint. Is it just me? I need a tool to... I don't believe... Wax off. If the world goes wrong... I already... Once I... Rule number... I don't understand. It won't work. I don't do gifts. Nice guy. To satisfy a customer, he'd sell his mother half price. I wonder how... I'm a sociopath, not a thief. Full of pink... I don't believe... Do you really have everything for everybody? Or is that just a publicity stunt?
It's pure marketing. It works, don't you think?
Goodbye.
Say hello to your cactus.
Going from prohibition.
Come see us again. We restock our supply constantly.
That'd be too I don't understand. I already thought about it. Would take an instrument with some kind of It would take an It won't work. It would take it. I don't understand.
Good evening, Detective Gallo. What lovely circumstances bring you here?
Nothing lovely at all, Candy Bob. How's business going?
My booth heats up only when you're around.
I understand. You're talking about the party the cockroaches are throwing around here. Don't you feel any danger in this infamous part of the city?
No, because I know you're nearby, ready to protect me.
And when I'm not around?
I have your photo. That fearsome look in your eyes drives every bad guy far away.
It's my normal expression.
Oh.
Have you ever thought about moving to another planet, neighborhood?
I'm fine here. I'm right near your office.
That's why Thorn and I are always around to solve misdeeds. Maybe I'm in the way here.
You always talk like this, but then you come back.
Just thinking about it.
I only have sweet thoughts for you, my lonely knight.
Precisely. Lonely. After what happened. I don't want to move. Nice model. I prefer going by foot. There's nothing interesting over there. I prefer going by foot. I'm Detective Gallo.
What a mess, Detective Gallo! I have no more tears, no more words.
So, when did you see the victims alive for the last time?
Just 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, they were alive and vital.
Just when I came back from my stroll.
You were patrolling the area, I guess?
Correct. How can you remember what time it happened?
I had just watered them, as I do every day, every 3 hours.
What's your job?
Job?
It doesn't matter. Can you tell me about the daily habits of the victims?
My treasures arose very early in the morning, and as soon as they woke up, they called me with their unmistakable scent.
Now, where were we? Are you sure you didn't overlook something that could have caused this tragedy?
Me? Neglecting my plants? They're my lifeblood!
Couldn't you have forgotten to water them?
Are you kidding? I water them, or rather, I watered them every 3 hours, every day!
Tell me the truth. You killed them to embezzle the insurance money.
What are you talking about? My plants? Yes, they were insured, but I would have never done something like that!
We were saying. Nah, that's all for now.
Thanks.
Conducting my investigation, I found a broken window. It seems someone wanted to enter your mansion at all costs.
Oh, yes. I saw that too.
Have you seen any creeps or weirdos sneaking around here?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't meddle with the gross people of this city. No offense, obviously.
I'm used to it. Me and this city fistfight every day. Do you suspect someone?
I don't think I have enemies. Or any friends, to tell the truth.
That doesn't surprise me.
What do you mean?
You live alone, in a big mansion in the suburbs far away from everyone. You have a lot of money, and pass your days watering the plants you're surrounded by.
And?
And you're not very smart. We were saying. That's all for now. Thanks.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
To take the microscope, I need to input the combination numbers, which I don't remember. I wrote them down in 3 notes I hid in the office. I'm really a secrecy genius. Here's the first number of the combination. And what a shame. Really gave the book a certain sophistication. And me. At least it seemed like I'd started to read it. In this cold... The second number of the combination. Gotcha. piece of chewed... Here. Now the number is visible. The combination was 358, just like the number of my solved cases. Logical, natural, easy to remember. Now I can open the safe. Child's play. Rule number 100 of Gallo. If you don't remember something, remember a way to remember it. Technological. No, it gives my safe a purpose. Is it just me, or... There's something written on it. Veg 68. But what does it mean? The plot thickens. But I'm sure that by following this lead, I'll find the murderer. At least, so they say in the movies.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
What can you tell me about the Veg 68 shell casing? Is it from an anti-vegetable weapon?
I don't know. But you could find out by talking to the city's alternative arms smuggler. You'll recognize him because he will greet you back after you say the secret passphrase.
And that would be...
Usually it's written on the plasma membership card.
Membership card of... what?
Privileged License Arms Smugglers Association. To become an associate, you have to send your photo by mail. You'll receive your card with a secret passphrase by fax.
Damn bureaucracy. I'll find that smuggler, and I'll bring him to justice.
Assuming that he's really smuggling anti-vegetables weapons.
I'll bring him to justice in any case. Rule number 111 of Gallo. If you don't have a green thumb, at least be trigger happy.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. The secret passphrase is written in glowing ink, so it's visible only in the dark.
When you give me this kind of information, I'd pay you double.
Too kind.
To get out of my face. I have to show the smuggler card with the secret passphrase around to find out who fired the bullet.
I won't be deprived of the only way to keep you with me. Unless you can find something even bigger.
Why should I? I'm not feeling magnanimous. Can you give me...
A chocolate muffin with chili pepper? It has the power to spice up the soul.
In my line of work, you have to swallow bitter things. Very bitter.
Then I can offer you some delicious heart-shaped donuts. Isn't that romantic?
Romanticism and I are worlds apart.
Or I could...
Listen, Candy. What I want from you is the photo of me which is on your booth.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gallo. If I gave that to you, the soul of this booth would go away with you. Unless you can find something even bigger.
Maybe I'm...
You always...
To make it work, I Not without a good reason. Not without a good reason. Not without a good... It's an idiotic action. Hello, little one.
Being a...
Can you paint my face on the wall of my office?
No. First, I need a favor.
Which is?
Help me rob this vending machine, and then we'll talk about it.
We'll meet again.
I hope...
The hard-earned gadgets are always the best.
Hey! How do you do that?
You'll know as soon as your first tooth comes in. Why don't you take that wooden leg, too?
If there's one thing I hate most in the world, it's pink.
It's wooden and painted pink. Horrible. You never know. I think I crashed it. I think I crashed it. Hello, little one.
Being a...
Now that you've got your pirate gadgets, what will you do?
I'll stay here to avoid suspicion. The adults were watching me. If they knew I robbed this vending machine.
I robbed it.
But I can't show it yet. At the right moment, I'll unleash all my subversive energy.
Okay. Warn me right before the apocalypse. Can you paint my face on the wall of my office? I robbed the vending machine for you. You owe me a favor.
I need a paintbrush with soft bristles and a long handle. Otherwise, you can forget about your pretty painted face.
Pretty face?
Do you prefer mug?
The new generations feed on both milk and cynicism. No doubt about it. We'll meet again.
I hope.
Now the bristles are dipped with paint. A perfect example of a telescopic paintbrush. Can you paint my face on the wall of my office?
Okay. I'll customize the wall of your office before you can say wow.
Wow.
Already done. If you don't believe me, go check.
Can you paint my face on the wall of my office?
High up?
Yes. It should be very flashy.
Then I'll need a very long handle.
Impossible. Even if I wouldn't mind having it in my office. It looks pretty much like me, but I'm much more fearsome in person. How to ruin the profile of a tough guy.
Oh,
It looks pretty much like me. Impossible. Impossible.
regretfully, but with all my heart, I'm giving you this beloved photo.
Finally, I'm taking back what is mine. Now my photo is in the envelope. Good. The envelope is now sealed. Now I have to wait for the reply by fax. Maybe I should have taken the photo from the heart-shaped frame. Here's the smuggler's membership card. I can't see any secret passphrase. How can I get in the smuggler ring? Anyway, I have the feeling I'm already very popular among them.
Eddie & Son Courtesy Service. How can I help you?
Cut the power.
We're sorry. It's already been paid for the next month.
If you don't do it, I will drag your company through the mud, you disgusting leeches.
We're used to threats. That's how the free market works.
And if I just want to terminate the contract?
We can interrupt energy provision only if we have evidence you've made excessive use of the electric current. We're sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry.
But in exchange for such disservice, we at Eddie & Son will send you the exclusive Bright Spotlight. Perfect in its power and illumination, sent directly to your office. Immediate delivery.
Now I understand why you call yourselves Courtesy Service.
Detective Gallo, home delivery.
I must say, the service is quick. And precise. In the assembly kit, there were just 3 pieces, and no bolts. But there's a complimentary gummy ball. Why do the gadgets always have to be so useless? Red and rubbery, the most useless item in the universe. It could be a beautiful piece of furniture, if I had a taste for horror. 2 meters of conductor cable with an embedded plug. 5,000 watts of blinding power when it's on. I'm not an electrical engineer. And the I already... I don't know. Here we are. I'm not... Now this... I'm not... Why I'm not an electrical engineer. The spotlight cable hasn't got a plug, unfortunately. First, I have to know where to connect the other end. Only by doing so can I direct the flow of electricity to the spotlight. If the world goes... If the world... Rule number 88. I'm not an electrical engineer. Once I read the
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
How's the business of selling information going?
With this crisis, everybody wants to save money. So I make up some lies. Sure return and no waste of time. Obviously not in your case.
I found your microscope.
You took it forever ago. I don't need it anymore.
Can't you try something to improve your voice?
Once I was a contralto in a disco band. We used to fill the pubs, and I was known as the Nightingale. The audience loved me.
And then?
Then your usual nightly phone call wakes me up.
Why don't I see the secret passphrase on my smuggler's membership card?
The secret passphrase is written in glowing ink, so it's visible.
Maybe I forgot to tell you, but I have more important things to do than talking to you.
Good luck.
I don't understand. It won't work. If the world... It's an idiotic action. That puddle could be a good conductor, but I have to connect it to the outlet as well. Here, the electricity will surely flow, but I have to attach it to something. Better lock the door. This jolt has not gone unnoticed by the electric company. Here's the secret passphrase. The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them. Now I really feel like a smuggler.
Eddie and Son
I want my electricity back. Now.
The service will be restored immediately after the call. We remind you that we will stop it again if we will find evidence you are making excessive use of the electric current.
They've turned off the electricity again, because the spotlight still works. It doesn't turn off. 5,000 watts of... It doesn't turn off. It's... The plug is stuck. I can't remove it. The plug is stuck. I can't... If there's electricity, it comes on. If not, it stays off. It was the cheapest model. Shame. It was a nice piece of technology.
The service...
Already done. My way. Shame. It was a nice... The plug is stuck. I can't remove it. The plug is... Take back what I expelled? Nothing. I watered Thorn's cutout a month ago, but the puddle hasn't dried yet. Shame. The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them.
You did the right thing by showing your badge. Too many undercover cops are making our lives difficult.
What about the detectives?
Good for nothings. Just pretend to be asleep and you'll fool them like babies.
The taxi is your headquarters for contraband weapons?
Exactly. It's the perfect cover-up for this kind of job. And then I earn some money on the side by driving old ladies around.
I'm one of those good-for-nothings who will shove this shell casing up your nose if you don't tell me everything you know.
Slow down, Big Beak. Don't threaten the goods. I dream of becoming rich and leaving this filthy city forever. I used to be the king of the thieves. Now I'm the emperor of alternative arms trafficking.
Well, now I have everything I need to prosecute you.
Who are you?
I'm Detective Gallo. He is Thorn. And you are in a lot of trouble. Confess.
Phil Chloro is a vegetal slaver. He keeps his treasures locked in a prison.
So you did not assassinate his plants?
They were already dead when I got in. And I was just about to save them. Free them from their oppressor.
With a Veg 68 bullet?
Very explosive gunshot. Made in 1968, if you please. Infallible in piercing armored metal boxes. If I'd have been able to break into his precious chest, Phil Chloro would have died of a broken heart. But the chest was made of ceramic.
So you came up empty-handed.
But then I noticed a strange stain on the floor.
A stain? Interesting clue. I'm always amazed by my unsuspected persuasive abilities. I made you sing like a little chick.
No ability at all, Detective Gallo. I'm just happy to please someone sentenced to death. This is not an ordinary weapon. It's a baobab loaded gun.
I should pull out my gun, but I'm not sure that would be a good idea.
It always amuses me to look my victims in the eye. In life, it's all about anticipation. This is my motto.
I'd like to, but my attention is completely focused on the taxi driver.
Bravo! Forget it. I'm waiting for the heist of my life, but the armored truck never passes by. Very soon you'll become a baobab-flavored chicken.
I have some very secret information about the money delivery.
Even little chicks know that the armored truck is disguised as a florist van, but it never passes by.
Actually, now it's stuck at the traffic light.
Really?
You still want to rob the armored truck?
But first up, if it's still stuck at the traffic light, maybe...
You still want to...
If it's... But first I want to put you down for good. You're scared, huh? Don't you dare! Just take another step and I'll put a baobab in your head. I'm waiting for the heist of my life, but
My
the armored
friend
truck
has 6
never
shots,
passes by.
and I'm...
In life, it's all about anticipation. This is my motto. You're scared, huh? You're scared, huh?
Still want to rob...
If it's still...
I have to act fast.
But first I want to put you down for good. Just take another... I'm waiting for the heist of my life.
I'd like
but the
to,
armored truck
but my
never
attention is
passes by.
complete.
Bravo! Forget it.
I'd like to...
Bravo! Today is
I'd
a
like
great...
to-
Bravo!
I'd like...
Bravo!
I'd like to...
Bravo!
I'm afraid it's impossible.
Very soon you'll become a
still wanna
baobab-flavored
rob the-
chicken if it's still stuck at the... But first I want to put you down for good.
Still want to...
If it's still...
Rule number 101 of Gallo. Don't shoot your mouth. Shoot bullets.
Please, don't do that. I still have some goods to smuggle. 2 loan sharks to pay and a boss to please.
Okay, get lost. Rule number 595 of Gallo. If it doesn't suit you, let it go. The membership card and the shell casing helped me to find a fanatic who wanted to shoot a baobab bullet through my head. But he wasn't the perpetrator I was looking for. And now I have a new lead. The stain in the mansion.
Yes?
I'm Gallo. I have important updates on the case.
So soon?
I understand you're surprised. My investigative skills surprise me too.
I don't know how to thank you for...
The taxi driver told me that there was a strange stain on the floor.
So he really broke into my mansion? That criminal?
Thief, but not murderer. Besides, you altered the crime scene. Where's the stain the taxi driver's talking about?
This one, maybe? It's always been here. It's an invigorating fertilizer. I often use this to strengthen my children.
It doesn't seem like it worked. I need to know if the fertilizer is the murder weapon. Luckily, I have me to encourage myself. Where did you buy the invigorating fertilizer?
From Everything for Everybody, the best-stocked emporium in the city.
Are you sure they didn't sell you some poison?
Of course not. Cucumber sure. Which means guaranteed 100%.
I found out that the taxi driver wanted to rob you, not kill your plans.
He was my chauffeur. Maybe he wanted to take revenge.
Did you treat him badly?
I treat my employees like I do strangers.
I'm starting to understand the taxi driver's reasons. The chest must contain something very precious,
Extremely rare seeds.
which could be sold dearly on the black market.
Of course.
This explains the attempted burglary. I'll get back. I need to if that's the case. First, I need a container. It's not big enough. Now I can take the fertilizer with me. Me, a taxi driver, I'd risk going. Do you recognize this invigorating fertilizer?
Yes, it's the best fertilizer I sell.
Can you sell me some more fertilizer?
I'm sorry, I finished my supply. It literally went flying off the shelves.
Can you describe the properties of the substance?
This modern chemical wonder grows plants fast, making them hardy and stronger. Believe me.
I must be absolutely sure that the wholesaler isn't lying. I need a truth serum. I have to call my informant.
Perhaps some liquor can fight sadness?
Miss?
Or maybe a stuffed animal is better?
Hello, miss. I'm Detective Gallo.
I don't want to tell you anything. My husband has hit rock bottom.
Rule number 336 of Gallo. Don't respond to useless provocations. It's only a waste of energy.
Perhaps some liquor?
Miss?
Or maybe...
Hello.
I don't want to...
Rule number...
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
What do you know about a certain invigorating fertilizer?
The wholesaler at Bloodletting Square knows more about it than me.
Where can I find a truth serum?
As far as I know, an excessive intake of sugar can be intoxicating. It makes you tell the truth. You must find a sweet so sweet that it is also hallucinogenic.
Maybe.
Good luck.
What do you think of my mural?
Oh, Gallo, you always know how to amaze me. Now, I always have you with me, and bigger.
Do you happen to have...
A 3-layered ginger caramelized delight? Sure.
No, Candy.
Do you want the creamy multi-puff braid?
I'd be happy with a pastry that will make the person I'm questioning sing.
I should have something perfect for your case, Gallo. A dessert to end the meal that will project you into the dimension of sincerity, but...
Have you eaten it?
No, I could give it to you, but I'd like to receive the right compliment from you that makes me blush, just once.
Just what I need. I need to think about it. When I'm feeling romantic, I'll come back. Do you happen to have a pastry with strong hallucinogenic content?
I'd like to receive the right compliment from you that...
The setting sun is not enough to match the fullness of your cheeks.
How lovely! Nobody has ever told me that.
I promise that from now on, I'll insult you just occasionally.
Such beautiful words. I could listen to you for hours.
What a shame I haven't got that much time. You're the icing on the cake of my life.
What kind of cake?
Whatchamacallit?
You know what? I don't recognize you as the Gallo I love.
Give me the hallucinogen and let's get this over with.
Hey, I'm testing you.
I've wasted my time with you since the first minute we met.
Do you think that by mistreating people you can get what you want?
No, never.
That's what I thought. Deep down, you hide a good heart. And now, surprise me with a sweet and romantic line.
Give me the
Hey, do you think...
Something. Give me the... I've wasted...
Do you think...
Yes.
Now I recognize you. Rude and sincere. This is the Gallo I love. Here's the sweet inogen. A sweet so sweet that it's also a hallucinogen.
How do I use the sweet inogen?
Mix it in a cocktail and make it whoever you want to question drink it. But then you have to drink it yourself to enter the dimension of sincerity.
It seemed too easy. Maybe.
Good.
Rule number 89. A good exchange, I'd say. It's fine where it is. sealed. Since I've never seen or actions like I could just do it, but I don't see the point. I could just This has all the Latin names. I could just do I don't understand. The sweetenogen can't be swallowed as is. It needs to Rule number 8. Once I read it won't work. How do I use the sweetenogen?
Mix it in a cocktail and make it whoever you want to question drink it. But then you had to drink it yourself to enter the dimension of sincerity.
It seemed too easy. Maybe I...
Good luck.
The sweetenogen can't be swallowed as is. If the world goes... This has all the Latin names of plants. Why should I? Is it just... Is it just me? Rule number... I don't know. The sweet... Rule number 8. Rule number 88. After what happened. I can't. No, thanks. I already have. Actions like.
I'm sorry, the glasses.
Take back what I. No, thanks. You happen to sell.
I sell millions of items. I need to see a sample to answer you specifically.
If the store is open 24 hours a day, does that mean you're always here?
That's right. The job is my life. My life is the job.
And do you ever rest?
No. Thanks to the hot alcohol I drink constantly, it makes me feel alert and watchful.
I envy you. Booze just overloads my brain. Is there a hard liquor that you prefer?
Diridango.
Can you sell me one bottle?
I wish I could, but it can't be found anywhere.
Even the disco club in the city?
No, I'm the one who supplies the disco club with its liquor.
And so?
Improvise. It's what I've been doing my whole life. Everyone has his impossible dream. Mine is the Black Diamond.
The Black Diamond? What is that?
Forget it.
How's Diridango prepared?
I don't know the precise ingredients, but I can recognize the taste. It tastes like cavernous eucalyptus, with a vague aftertaste of aged fuel.
A real delicacy, isn't it, Thorn?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
And out of the mouth of my assistant, too. What's a Diridango?
Natural hard liquor, my favorite.
We were How's Diridango?
It tastes like. It tastes like cavernous. It tastes like cavernous.
Goodbye.
Say hello.
This cab has picked up its last fare, if it ever had one. It may sound crazy, but it's for a good cause. Why? Dunno. Once I read that trying random Actions like... Once I... That'd be... If the world goes... I don't understand. Why should I take unidentified... Do you have a specimen of cavernous eucalyptus?
I don't know. I only know the scientific names of my plants.
I'll get back to... No. No. It portrays...
Don't you diminish the...
It portrays...
Are you
It portrays it.
You bet.
It portrays...
Mineratum.
It portrays...
My...
Apparent. Dunno. Why? Dunno. This plant is called... This plant is... Let's see. This looks like...
Yes, my little one.
Which matches the layman name for the cavernous eucalyptus.
I prefer the scientific name.
This plant is... Let's see. This looks...
Yes,
Which If the world goes round, why should I? It won't. That'd be too I don't know. I don't know. Rule number... That'd be why Phil Chloro has already used it here. Phil Chloro... I don't understand. Let's see. This looks like...
Yeah.
Which matches the lane... It could be useful. The Diridango cocktail is ready. Very rare Diridango cocktail. All for you.
I can't believe it! Thanks! It's delicious!
I don't doubt it. Flavor Diridango. Sweet taste. A very rare...
I can't believe...
Now he's ready to tell the truth. I just need to connect with him. I will surely regret this, but it's the only chance I have to make the wholesaler sing. Ugh. Maybe the Diridango helped me recover some fragments of memory, and it surely transported me to the dimension of sincerity, where it's impossible to lie. Now I have to find the wholesaler and the exit. I'd rather leave it like it is. Are you my conscience? You have no conscience. I already can't stand myself. Relax. The annoyance is mutual. Now please excuse me. I've got to go. You just... Now that I know if...
You found me!
Do we perhaps know...
You're...
Do you all... Just give me a What play... Wait... Sincere. Did you... But you can... You still... I'm...
And who are you?
Detective Gallo.
What is popularity, if not the precursor to one's own downfall?
What's a rude person if not a target for my revolver? Rather, who are you?
I am Socrates, but to know why I am in your head, you must know yourself.
What's this, a quiz show?
Know thyself. This is what you must do every day. What will you do tomorrow?
The usual comings and goings between crimes, misdeeds, and disco clubs.
The right answer was, who knows? Tomorrow is another day.
I'm not sure this was said by Socrates. What are you, a damn shrink?
I died because I was accused of telling the truth. Can this be really a fault? It depends whether you're really guilty or if you just have a bad lawyer.
Shut up, or I'll arrest you for a breach of silence. Leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone.
And who are you?
I hate talking to strangers. Not now. First I have to make the wholesaler sing. Hello, do you remember me?
How could I forget a rude and idiotic shrimp like you?
How dare you, gravedigger face?
I'm objective. After all, what do you think of yourself?
That I'm a rude and idiotic shrimp. But I always tell everyone that...
That you're competent, critical, and careful?
Yes, to give me authority. What's the harm?
That you'll sound like a perfect fool. But if it works for you...
Tell me about the invigorating fertilizer.
I don't feel like it now.
Do you care more about yourself or your emporium?
What a stupid question. My emporium.
Have you got other interests at least?
Of course. The kind I collect at the end of the month from my loan sharking.
It's not possible you don't have at least some self-respect.
I disgust myself. That's why I care more about my things than myself. You're bumming me out.
And if in an instant your emporium was destroyed, how would you react?
Very badly. My whole life wouldn't have amounted to anything.
Rule number 784 of Gallo. Life is like stock market trading.
To hell with you and your rules.
Just imagine how a man who has lost everything must feel.
No, please, don't do this to me.
I can do even worse if you don't talk.
You act like the tough one, but you wouldn't kill a fly.
It's a bit difficult with a revolver.
Kill someone and I'll tell you what you want.
I can start by killing you.
Be my guest, but then you can say goodbye to your information.
You know what? You're more cynical than I thought.
I'm a salesman. Now go and come back with a victim.
Hello. Do you remember me?
How could I forget a rude and idiotic shrimp like you?
Is the fertilizer you're selling poisonous?
You act like the tough one, but you wouldn't kill a fly.
It's a bit difficult with a revolver.
Kill someone and I'll tell you what you want.
What I want is for you to talk, without any bloodshed.
Words, just words. You're not able to kill anyone.
Is that so? I'll prove otherwise.
Kill someone and I'll tell you what you want.
Hello. Do you remember me?
How could I forget a rude and idiotic shrimp like you?
How long will you extend me credit?
So long as I think you can guarantee you might actually pay me one day.
And how long will you think that?
I'm making my calculations.
How dare you, gravedigger face?
I'm objective. After all, what do you think of yourself?
That I'm a rude and idiotic shrimp. But I always tell everyone
That you're competent, critical, and careful?
yes, to give me authority. What's the harm?
That you'll sound like a perfect fool. But if it works for you...
Keep on insulting me, and I'll let my revolver answer.
If it isn't the violent beak of the law.
Don't keep this up, or I'll make your feathers blow up.
Is it my fault I'm in front of a braggart playing the part of an investigator?
You know what? You brought this on yourself. Except, really, I never killed anyone before, and I will certainly not start now.
If you don't have the guts, what do you need this old piece of junk for?
It's a matter of style. It's part of my character.
Is stupidity another part?
I've had enough of you. I must kill you. I don't think I get it. You get it very well. Rule number 0 of Gallo. Humility is the foundation of everything. Hello. Do you remember me?
How could I forget a rude and idiotic shrimp like you?
I killed my ego.
Well, you've made progress. I'll tell you everything I know about the fertilizer. With a single dose, a bonsai can become a baobab in just a few seconds.
So it's really invigorating.
Yes.
But then, how did Phil Chloro's plants die? Better leave before becoming violent for real. And to hell with rule number 0. So, the fertilizer isn't the murder weapon.
Gallo!
Phil Chloro?
Yes. Come here right now.
I'd rather drink another Diridango, but I have no choice. I work for you.
What did you say?
I'm coming.
Detective Gallo, about the fact that you work for me.
Let me explain. I'm working very hard, but the case is more complicated than I thought. After I searched the neighborhood, I learned that the shell casing I found here does not belong to the murder weapon.
And?
Then I established that the fertilizer you use is not poisonous.
So, have you found the culprit?
Not exactly.
Great!
Great.
I don't need you anymore. Can't you see? From now on, other elegant and silent friends will brighten my days.
Have you replaced the victims with other vegetables?
What do you take me for? I simply let some new friends come to keep me company.
Are you hiding something from me?
Do you think I killed my treasures just for the sadistic urge to replace them with some other beautiful specimens? Do you think I'm a psycho?
My opinion doesn't count. The facts speak for themselves.
You may be a professional, but your facts say too much for my tastes.
How long did it take to forget the pain of your exes?
Just long enough to pay the wholesaler by bank transfer.
So, do I have to stop the investigation?
If you want to continue investigating by yourself, go ahead. But I won't pay you any more.
There's still reimbursement of expenses for exceptional movements.
But you said you only wandered around the neighborhood.
Leaving my office is an exceptional movement.
You really are a professional. But you won't get a penny more. Is that clear?
I have to think about it. With my cactus. Rule number 12 of Gallo. Money comes and goes, but cheapskates remain forever. I have more questions now than when I started my investigation. It's the first time that this has happened to me in a paid investigation. Because this is my first paid investigation. I mean, it was, but now's not the time to split hairs. You don't know how much it bothers me that I didn't solve the case. I just needed to... This is Detective...
Gallo, the little flower in my emporium has been barbarically killed. Just a drop of water was enough to knock him out.
Please calm down. I'll get there as soon as possible.
Detective Gallo, you have to help us.
My plant has been killed,
Mine too.
but mine died first.
And you all want me to investigate for you?
Yes!
Okay, I'll think about it. I'll tell you my fee once I've solved the case.
Am I bothering you?
Yes, but I'm used to it.
I still need your help.
If it's about watering your salad, you can also...
I just did that, and my new treasures have collapsed on the floor.
Hello? I'm on my way with the speed of the
My fresh greenhouse flowers. They were so thirsty.
And now they're as dead as doornails?
You're better as a fortune teller than a detective.
It's obvious. A serial killer is indiscreetly butchering plants and flowers. The first question is, why? The second is, how did he do this?
The third is, who is he?
And the fourth is, when will you go away?
I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. You have to go. If you don't have anything interesting to say.
You're hired again. I'll pay you double, triple the advance I gave you if you solve the case. My regards to your cactus. It's lucky to be still alive.
He has a point, Thorn. You're lucky I don't have to water you every day, or else by now, you would have ended up like all those other plants. Poisoned water, dead plants. There is no doubt the water has been used as the murder weapon. But how? And by who? I have to search the aqueduct area and find out what poisoned the water. I don't know what to do with it, but it's always better to have one with you. I've always dreamed of being a miner. It'd be a shame to leave it there. I'd rather take a smaller sample with me. Solid, but not unbreakable. I can't go any further. He looks very busy. Hey! I have to find a way to attract his attention, tactfully. It's just a pile of earth. I don't want to weigh down my pockets like that. That's the way back to the night. It looks like a UFO has landed on it. Inaccessible. I have to find an alternate way. Hey!
Hey!
Hey, can I have your attention?
I'm all ears, especially since I don't want to be hit again.
What kind of work do you do?
Sewage maintenance. It's a dirty job.
I know. Let's move on. That strange building is the city dump, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Very close. Too close to the aqueduct tower. So, all the dump's waste could have polluted the groundwaters, which feed the aqueduct, and then spread the contaminated water throughout the whole city. Is it possible?
Brilliant deduction. But it just so happens that the dump has been here forever, and nobody has ever complained.
What does that prove?
That maybe the groundwater feeding the aqueduct isn't connected to the dump?
Too many plants have died. I'm sure the evidence of this slaughter is in that dump. And we will find it, Thorn.
Very well, Sherlock and Watson. Get on with it.
How's the aqueduct tower accessed?
Nobody can get into it, at least not by the door.
Is there an alternate way?
Yes, by passing through the aquifers.
I'd soil my coat.
I wouldn't be so picky.
You can be smart and clean at the same time. I'll find an alternate way to the alternate way. How's the aqueduct?
Nobody can.
Is there? I'll find it. How can I enter the dump?
Crossing the chasm. Somehow.
Is there a safe way to get into the dump?
Hard to say. The dump is surveyed by a very sophisticated security system.
And do you know how to tamper with it?
No.
It seemed like you implied that.
No. Another question?
When will the work in progress end?
Look, the maintenance work on the sewer system covers an area of around 10 square miles.
Ah.
And that's only for the suburban neighborhood. If you figure that, on average, the work of replacing a pipe is about 1 or 2 hours.
For a pipe?
Yeah, on average. Because the measurements are variable and can even reach 2 meters in diameter.
For a pipe?
Always for a pipe. Now consider that in a workday you can fix from 5 to 10 pipes, and the public pipelines are made up of more than 7,500 pipes.
Do you have to do all this alone?
Yeah, I haven't had a break in months, but luckily I can optimize my time and drastically reduce both delays and leaks.
Maybe it'd be better if I let you work.
Well, yes, maybe it is better. Otherwise, I might take even longer.
How can I get to the other side of the chasm?
With an airplane, or a hang glider, or a helicopter.
Okay, I get it. We were saying. How long have you been here?
Since a time long ago.
Since then, have you ever got any rest?
To rest I would need to get comfortable, but the ground here is hard and I have neck pain, so I prefer working.
I have pretty much exhausted every topic. Goodbye.
It was all your pleasure.
I don't want to weigh down. What a shame. The effect was just temporary. It's out of ammunition, but there's still the seed in that pile of earth. I don't want to weigh down my pockets like that. That'd be too absurd even for Thorn. Let's try. A wonder of modern chemistry. It bugs me to admit it, but the wholesaler was right. Climbing that wall is the last thing in the world I'd do. On second thought, I have a lot of last things I'd like to do. The aquifer has been poisoned, and the evidence is definitely in there. Oh no! I lost the key to my office. Quite an inconvenience. Climbing that on set. The aquifer has been the evidence. Long and strong. Well, Thorn, our answers about the vegetable poisoning are behind that door. I have to enter the dump. Only then can I prove the poisoning of the groundwater.
What adorable magnificence! A wonderful specimen of the female cactus.
Female? Thorn, you always hid it from me. Why?
The secrets of a cactus are unspeakable, even to their loved ones.
You always know how to surprise me, old miss. But I'll continue to call you Thorn, if you don't mind. Rule number 700 of Gallo. You never stop learning from the cactuses. Filthy enough. Rule number 288 of Gallo. The most disgusting things are always the ones you need the most. At this point, the wall of the dump is partially caved in. The weight of the trash is unforgiving. I don't believe in the Rule number 88. Another suggestion. I don't. Rule number 8. I don't. I can't. The tines are small enough to access the hole, but I wouldn't be able to move the fork properly. Actions like this. Actions. Why? Rule. It's an idiotic. I don't. Hey, anybody?
Good evening. May I help you? This is a pre-recorded message.
Such a disappointing conversation. I'm leaving. The only way to talk with whoever's on the other side. Rule number 37 of Gallo. In my life, there are too many doors, and they're almost always closed. I don't even want to touch it. It could be electrified. Distinctive, but I don't understand how to use it. Controls every little movement. It's a bit creepy, really. A real master of disguise. I can try to turn it off.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing?
I have to neutralize the camera from a distance and without making a sound. I don't understand.
Weapon identified. I wouldn't use it if I were you.
But you're not me.
Exactly. I can electrify the ground whenever I like.
I don't know why, but I suddenly feel like a bloody pacifist. Why should... If the world goes round... If the world... Nice view from up here, don't you think?
You got that right, dude. From this position, I can keep an eye on every woman in the city.
Are you a cactus lover?
I'm the most famous Latin lover of the city. With just a glance, I can conquer all the women and female cactuses I want.
There's a clear difference.
Once you remove the thorns, there's none. Believe me.
Why are you wearing those sunglasses?
Protection from the sun, obviously.
I don't understand where you're seeing all these women.
Good. One competitor less.
If you like women so much, why did you choose such a lonely life?
Well, I shouldn't tell you, but...
What?
Well, you seem like a good guy.
That's what I always tell myself.
Does you promise not to reveal my secret to anyone?
With me, your secret is locked in a safe, and the combination is hidden in 3 unfindable notes. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I am an undercover spy.
Who are you spying on?
The dump owner. Rumors say he's hiding something shady.
Have you ever seen him?
He hardly ever leaves the dump. I'm looking for a way to get in.
Tell me about it. Why are you undercover?
Thanks to my expertise in disguise, I have finally achieved this strategic position.
And so that whole story about the cactus lover?
It's my cover. Although, I actually do love female cactuses.
So much for the cover.
And now, I'm just close to the dump, but I can't get in.
I understand. I have the same objective.
Loving cactuses and women equally?
No,
Come on, 'twas a joke.
Getting back to what we were saying before. Can you take out that camera?
I'm an undercover cactus. That camera has never seen me.
Good. Then destroy it.
Are you kidding me? That's a highly illegal action.
Work beckons. Now I have everything I need to play. It's time to show the world my golf talent.
What a shot.
My talent is indisputable, despite the broken club and this ball. It's still the most useless item in the universe, but it is still intact. I don't want to fix it. It got what it deserved. Hey, anybody?
Good evening. May I help you? This is a pre-recorded message.
Who's the dump owner?
Someone who doesn't like to familiarize himself with people.
Suddenly, he's gained all my respect. Record this. I want to get in.
I'm sorry. The dump owner gave specific instructions.
And what are they?
Access denied to everyone, only empty objects permitted to be thrown away.
And how do I throw them away if I can't enter?
Load them on the specified platform.
Are there any number or weight limitations for the items loaded on the platform?
Number limitations, yes. Just one at a time. Weight limitations, no.
I don't care about the rules of this dump. I want to get in.
And I don't care about your aspirations.
What if I start provoking you? Would I get something in return?
You can try.
Open the door, Rusty Cyclops.
Repeat your request. Insult not included in the database.
I know a good ironmonger that could tear you to pieces.
I'd love an early retirement.
If you don't let me enter, the last thing you'll see will be this face.
That's more of a good omen than a threat.
Enough with the insults. I just had an epiphany. Have a nice day. I don't want to fix it. No, if I want to get thrown into the dump, I have to place an item there and get in it. I have to find something to place on it, and then get inside this something. If you're here to sweeten your life, you're going to make a big mistake.
I wanted some globby globby. I heard it works better than super glue.
I gave the last ones to my Gallo. Do you want something else?
A sweet that can help me reattach one of my closet doors.
I'm sorry, but only the globby globby is that sticky.
And a shop owner of my acquaintance. He seems undecided on which pastry to buy. If you're here to sweeten your life,
I gave a...
He seems undecided.
Yes?
I'm Detective Gallo. Can I borrow your chest?
That chest is a precious family heirloom.
So, you will never get rid of it?
Of course not, unless I am absolutely forced to do it.
Forced? By someone?
Or by something.
Oh, and by what?
Don't even get me started, Detective.
Okay, I'll ask those who know more than you.
the game crashed, and it did not save any of my progress.
You really want to... Too bad. You went...
Come back.
There's a maybe...
Well, I don't feel like replaying the whole thing on stream right now, so I think I'm just gonna quit for today, and then I'll try to catch up off stream to the point I was back at. That's really annoying. Well, at least we're about 3 hours in. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream for today, and we'll pick it up on Saturday, or sorry, Sunday. Pick it up on Sunday.